Hi, Gail. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Shari.
Hi, Haven. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good. Looking forward to this.
Oh, thank you. I am too. It's a little chilly out here today, which is kind of nice. It's
It is
different.
chilly. I know.
I had to zip my little windbreaker up. Hi, Anita. Welcome.
Do you have folks with you there?
Not yet, but we'll see. Everybody that I've seen so far, I was just talking to a couple folks. They're all wrapped up in sweaters, and everybody over at Boxcar have their little blankets out. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. I should go over there and get a blanket. Let's test this. So sometimes when I turn the microphone on, it attracts folks up here. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you all.
It's nice to see you too.
Thanks for being here, Anita.
Thanks.
We'll just take another moment to see if we have a few more folks joining us. And we do have Stacy coming in. Welcome, Stacy. It is straight up. Oh, it's 12:01. Just gonna give another 30 seconds or so to see if we have anyone else join us. And looks like we've got Courtney coming in. Welcome, Courtney. Good to see you. Yeah, welcome to RTPFit meditation. This is sponsored by Frontier RTP, and I always like to give a shout out to Amanda and Alicia, who are in charge of programming here. Thank them for bringing this free to the public meditation opportunity on Wednesdays from 12 to 12:30. If you've not been out, I encourage you to go to the Frontier RTP website and check out all the programming. There's yoga on Tuesdays. There's once a month something called On the Menu. There's RTP 180. There's Out of Office. And then there's the Backyard, which has events on some evenings and weekends with restaurants and coffee shops and brew pub, a little wine bar, all kinds of great offerings out here at Frontier. But we are here for meditation, and today we're talking about equanimity, the fourth divine abode. And we come to equanimity after exploring the foundations of loving kindness or metta, compassion or karuna, and appreciative joy or mudita. And so equanimity, the fourth divine abode, is the ground for wisdom and freedom, and it's the protector of compassion and love. Ram Dass has many quotes. I get his, even though he's passed away, his legacy continues through his twice weekly reminders from his daughter, sends out emails you can sign up for. And recently I received this one, and he said, "We've been talking about balance. That the game is not to push away the world, the game is not to get caught in it, the game is to be in the world but not of the world, to be simultaneously empty and full. to be somebody and nobody. It's all these paradoxes you have to embrace. There's nothing to do, so get on with it. So equanimity is being with but not, it's having that fullness, that abundantness, without any hostility or any ill will. And it's also this balance and harmony of knowing that while we wish another to have abundance and exaltedness and immeasurable goodness, that it's not our job to do it for them. That everyone is responsible for their own. That we can only control what we can control. That everyone has their own control in this. So the heart practice that we will do today is also around our own minds being balanced. It's around knowing that it's like that, and Gail Jones is a wonderful worthiness coach who's with us today, a prosperity and worthiness coach. She posted today on one of the social media the Viktor Frankl quote, and I'm probably going to get it a little, I hope I'll get it right. He wrote that the freedom lies in the space between the stimuli and the response. And in that space lies our freedom and our growth. Something like that. And so when we think about that space is where we can find the equanimity to be with whatever's happening and find the liberation, find the freedom, find our power, so that our hearts can be balanced and at ease, and we can care deeply, but not get wrapped up in the story. Not get wrapped up in others' stories, and not get wrapped up in our own story. So with whatever's happening, being in ease, being in balance. Because equanimity helps us remember, just like the Viktor Frankl quote, that only we are in charge of our own response, and only others are in charge of their response. So it also helps us to understand that equanimity is a quality of the mind. So it's not just in our relationship with other people, but it is part of the meditation practice to recognize that what is arising in our own hearts and our own minds, that we can cultivate some wisdom and some patience through the equanimity practice. We can see with more clarity what's arising, can know that everything changes, and so we watch it pass away. So whether we're thinking about our relationship with other people, or we're considering our own arising emotions and thoughts, it's really important to remember that equanimity is not indifference, it's not apathy. It's still having deep care, still having loving compassion, still having a loving kindness and compassion, and yet it is having the wisdom to know what is ours. Or ask herself every morning is, what's mine? You think about it. When we get up and start our day, considering all the things that we're going to be doing and all the people we're going to be encountering throughout the day, to think about, what is mine? And so when we bring the wisdom and the patience of equanimity, there is this deep caring, and yet there is the wisdom to know what is mine and what is not mine. So cultivating equanimity can be a meditation practice, and we're going to play with that now. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable if you're not already. And if you're lying down, I invite you to bend your knees so your feet are in contact with the floor or the cushion or the bed, whatever is supporting you. And uncrossing your arms and just resting your hands easily on your thighs or in your lap. Just finding a posture that helps you feel balanced. Because as we're cultivating equanimity in our practice today, we really want to have a sensation of balance and alignment in our bodies. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, just allowing your lids to lower, and if that's not comfortable, just lowering your gaze, softening your gaze. And let's begin by taking a few deep breaths. Actually, let's take 3 conscious breaths together. Let's inhale through our noses and exhale completely through our mouths. And you might allow yourself to sigh on that exhale, breathing in, filling up your belly completely. Exhaling. One more time. Now just settling into your natural breathing rhythm. And just letting your attention rest in the breath, wherever it is that you most easily connect with your breath. And now I'm going to invite you to let your attention drop down to the feeling of the breath in your belly. You can even place a hand on your belly if you like, and just notice how your belly expands on the inhale and how it softens and releases on the exhale. No efforting, just noticing the natural rhythm of the breath in the belly. And now just gently move your attention upward, feeling it, feeling the breath in your lower rib area. And again, if it's helpful, you can just move your hand to this area of your torso, just feeling the movement of the breath. Noticing the expansion of the rib cage in the front and on the sides, maybe even in the back. And again, not efforting, just a deepening of your attention to notice the in-breath and the out-breath. Now moving that attention up into the upper ribs, the chest, the upper back, the shoulders. Again, you can listen with your hands if it helps. Noticing the gentle expansion in all directions on your inhale. The softening and releasing on the exhale. This breath, this moment, this body. And now moving your attention deep inside your ribs. Perhaps feeling the beating of your own heart. Perhaps sensing the life force that animates your heart. And just imagine breathing right from this place. Imagine breathing from this place of deep awareness, from your wise, your faithful heart. Equanimity is in this place of deep awareness, in this wise and faithful heart. Equanimity is this practice of cultivating the wise heart that remains balanced, willing to let go, holding together the other heart practices of loving kindness or metta, compassion or karuna, appreciative joy or mudita. And now I invite you to just tune in to how the body actually feels in this moment, letting go of all the ideas about how the right posture is or what the right posture is, and just tuning in to how the body actually feels, noticing if there's any tension. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your jaw, in your hands. Just making any adjustments or shifts. Being really gentle and kind towards your body in this practice. Bringing equanimity to your whole body, your whole being. And we'll start our formal equanimity practice with a good friend. Could just be a good friend or a family member or a significant other, whoever first comes to mind. And just bring to mind, connect with the natural caring you have for this person. Just connect with the sensation within you that wants this person to be well, that wants this person to be content and at ease, to not suffer. And at the same time that you want these things for this person, remembering that you can't do anything to control their happiness, their ease, their contentedness. Recognizing that all of this is ultimately in their control. So you can offer a phrase of equanimity, whispering or mentally saying to yourself or this person, may you be in charge of your own happiness. May you be in charge of your own happiness, holding it with kindness and gentleness. Your happiness is up to you, not my wishes for you. All beings are in charge of their own actions. Perhaps adding some phrases of loving kindness, compassion. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. All beings are in charge of their own happiness. All beings are in charge of their own actions. And now letting go of this dear one and bringing to mind a neutral person. And a neutral person may be someone that you have a regular interaction with, but that you neither have positive nor negative emotions about. Perhaps someone who you don't even know their name, but that it's fairly easy for you to wish them well. And just connecting with the fact that this neutral person is a human being having a human experience. And just tuning into cultivating the sensation of equanimity, of knowing that you want to see this person happy. And while you wish for their happiness, that you're not in charge. So mentally or quietly whispering, may you be happy, and may you be in charge of your own happiness. Your happiness is up to you. May you be healthy and not suffer. You are in charge of your own actions. And letting go of this neutral person and bringing to mind someone that you are in conflict with. And I would invite you to choose someone that is a small conflict. And just notice what comes up as you bring this person to mind. If your emotions are suddenly charged, if there's some tension in your body. And just remember that this being is a human being having a human experience just like you. Often when we are having difficulty with another, we tend to see them as a one-dimensional being rather than three-dimensional. And just remember the qualities that make you care about this person. Remembering, recognizing that just like you, this person has hopes and dreams, joys and sorrows, memories, regrets, pains and pleasures. And you don't have to condone or allow any harm that they cause, but you can recognize that this person is suffering, and you may wish to send them compassion with some equanimity. You may wish to send them loving kindness, and also recognize that their happiness is up to them. Wishing this person, whispering to yourself or mentally saying, may you be free from suffering, and may you do what needs to be done to free yourself from suffering. May you receive support and help and compassion. May you be in charge of your own happiness. Your happiness is up to you and not my wishes for you. All beings are in charge of their own actions. And noticing if you're falling into indifference, and really allowing your heart to stay open, caring, stable, and balanced. And letting go of the difficult person, reconnecting to your own stable, balanced, wise and patient heart. Remembering that this is not the end of the equanimity practice, but another beginning. We're cultivating a heart and a mind that is balanced, cultivating a heart and a mind that is ready for anything. Breathing in to your wise and faithful heart. And releasing. Resting in this heart. Resting in this breath. Preparing to open your eyes as I ring the bell. Thank you. Next week we will be doing the RAIN practice. Recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. I hope you'll join me. It's a wonderful self-compassion practice. I'll stay on for a few moments if anyone has any questions. I will turn off the recording. Thank you, Anita. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Gail.